Today our focus is on exploring 6-mark question from the CBSE Sample Paper 2025 for Macroeconomics. These answers require detailed explanation and a structured presentation. So your response should be between 100 and 150 words, demonstrating a clear understanding of concepts, structured presentation, and analytical reasoning. Remember, high-scoring answer includes a strong introduction, well-explained key points with examples, and a concise conclusion. So let's break it down step by step and learn how to craft a precise and well-structured answer. Question 16. You need to read the text very carefully. I'll read it for you. As societies developed from hunters and gatherers, the material needs of human beings increased to build a house, wear clothes, make weapons and implements, etc. Since these needs could not be produced individually, people had to purchase from others. These purchases, for example, were paid initially by barter, a leather skin cloak for a spare. As barter had its limits, how many cloaks for a spare? Barter got standardized in terms of metals and cowrie shells. Now, people knew the value of both the cloak and the spare in terms of bronze or cowrie shells. This was still barter, as both bronze and shells had intrinsic value. Shells were desired for their beauty. This system evolved over time into metal currencies. Gold and silver coinage were the offshoot of this system, where they had features of barter. Both gold and silver had intrinsic value, as well as money. They were standardized representation of value. So, in respect of money, two facts emerge historically. One, money has taken the form of either commodities, which have intrinsic value, or in terms of debt instruments. And two, money is usually issued by a sovereign, that is central bank, as its representative. In modern economies, currency is a form of money that is issued exclusively by some competent authority like central bank. It is a liability of the issuing central bank and an asset of holding public. Currency is usually issued in paper or polymer form, but the form of currency is not its defining characteristics. In the recent past, the Reserve Bank of India issued Central Bank Digital Currency. A CBDC is the currency issued by the central bank in digital form. It serves all the purposes of paper currency in a different form. The introduction of CBDC has the potential to provide significant benefits such as reduced dependency on cash, lower transaction costs, reduced settlement risk. Introduction of CBDC would possibly lead to more robust, efficient, trusted, regulated payment option. These are associated risks such as cyber attacks and technology preparedness, but they need to be carefully evaluated against the potential benefits. This entire information is taken from the website whose link is given here. So on the basis of this text and common understanding, you need to answer two questions. One, over the centuries, money has evolved in various forms. In the light of given statement, state and discuss briefly any two forms of money. And two, various economists have formed a strong opinion that in the modern times, digital currency like CBDC is quite essential. However, it comes with its own benefits and potentials. Do you agree with the given statement? giving valid arguments in support of your answer. For both the questions, marks allotted are 3 each. Let's have a look at the solution. For the first part, the evolution of money has taken place over the centuries in different forms: metal currencies and paper currency. Metal currency is gold and silver coins, which have intrinsic value and used for economic transactions, as these were used as standardized representation of value. Similarly, currency is issued in paper form or polymer form by the central bank, and it is a liability of the issuing central bank and an asset of the holding public. For these two aspects, marks allotted are 0.5 just for mentioning the type of currency and 1 for its explanation. Similarly, half mark for mentioning the form of currency and 1 mark for its explanation. Part 2. Yes, it is the introduction of CBDC provides significant benefits such as reduced dependency on cash, lower transaction cost, and reduced settlement risk. It leads to more robust, efficient, and trusted and regulated payment option. However, there are associated risks such as cyber attacks and technology preparedness, but they need to be carefully evaluated against the potential benefits. If you are able to write the benefit as well as risk, you get 3 marks. So you must have noticed that answers to the questions are hidden in the text itself. So you need to read the text very carefully and understand the questions that are asked. Accordingly, write answers, keeping in view the marks allotted to each part of the question. But for writing brief, to the point answers, you need to practice. So keep practicing answering the questions based on case study and stay curious. Join me tomorrow for the next question in the series. Till then, stay motivated and keep learning. See you in the next session. Thank you.